new here at 5 o'clock. Trauma can impact us all for the rest of our lives. It also takes a toll on our loved ones.
And that includes a local doctor who is providing support to others after her own personal tragedy. Fox Carolina's Kari Beal shares her story.
Most people know Dr. Red Hoffman in this setting.
You hearing anything?
Bilateral.
Okay, good.
A trauma surgeon at Mission Hospital in Asheville.
Okay, let's do a quick primary survey. Can you get...
Taking care of patients when they experience a severe injury.
Well, I don't think he's going to need to go to the OR right now.
But soon, trauma hit close to home.
In September of 2020, like in the midst of COVID, my partner at the time, Brandon, fell off a ladder at work and had a traumatic brain injury.
She says from that day forward, his emotional and physical state was not the same.
I truly had no idea what it was like when someone left the hospital after a traumatic brain injury.
She says he experienced severe nerve damage, was deaf in one ear, and struggled with chronic pain.
And learning how to navigate the world and learning how to navigate your life with these new chronic illnesses is a real challenge. And I just didn't recognize that so many of my patients and their families, really their families who become their caregivers, have to struggle with that.
His feelings manifested into severe depression, but she was not prepared for what came next.
He wanted to go outside for a few minutes, and I heard what I knew was a gunshot.
She ran outside to find him in the shed.
As a trauma surgeon, I certainly am no stranger to death and have seen many people in the trauma bay in the midst of their dying process. But I got so frightened because it's so different when it's someone you love and also when it's in your own backyard.
It wasn't the first trauma she experienced. Dr. Hoffman says her father was killed in the 1990s while doing business in Cairo, Egypt.
Because of what I went through, almost 30 years ago with my dad's murder, I told myself, you will make meaning out of this.
It's why she helped start the Trauma Survivors Network support group at Mission Hospital a few years ago. It's where patients and loved ones can meet once a month.
A lot of doctors couldn't help us. Who helped us was other people who'd had traumatic brain injuries. And so getting the support of community members who've also had traumatic injuries, I think can be so helpful for other patients and their families.
The support group was paused during COVID, but now it's starting back up.
And to have a place for them to also come and to talk about what's going on in a really supportive and non-judgmental environment, I think was really helpful.
The Trauma Survivor Network has support groups located across the country. They are free to attend and led by a licensed therapist. Mission Hospital will have its next support group on March 4th. More details are on our website at foxcarolina.com. Kari Beal, Fox Carolina News.